speaking of Zelda CDI, or like the CDI in general, did you see that someone is making a spiritual successor to the Zelda CDI games? And
Oh yeah, I did see that.
it actually looks really good. Like the gameplay itself looks really tight, but like
It definitely feels like an update on that concept, which,
yeah,
you know, was sorely needed.
yeah.
A while ago, there was a remaster of the Zelda CDI games, like fan-made PC port, and that was interesting in its own right. But this is like a whole other level of like taking that aesthetic and like making the gameplay actually good.
Yeah.
Just fascinating.
Got announced at that limited run press con. They fucking. I just want to point out that like in one of the last sessions you asked like, oh, what PS1 or like that sort of title would you like to see, you know, brought onto modern consoles? And I said Tombi, and Tombi got fucking announced as coming to modern hardware. I'm fucking
Is it a port or a remaster?
It is a port. So
Oh, okay.
here's the thing, and this is likely going to be the case with that Gex trilogy as well. So
Yeah.
limited run, along with there's a guy called Modern Vintage Gamer who is Australian. He's been around for ages. They have worked together to create something called the Carbon Engine, and the Carbon Engine basically it's a game engine that interfaces with emulators and makes them play nice with modern hardware.
Oh, okay.
So you get really solid quality games being able to be ported. I think that is the hardware that they used to port the Game Boy Shantae game, like the original Shantae game to modern hardware. So yeah, they're now using that for, I think, Clock Tower, Tombi, and a couple other things here and there.
Adding new anime cutscenes to Clock Tower is fascinating, but also like super fascinating that they're apparently making they are continuing production on a since cancelled Shantae sequel on its original hardware.
I am so excited for that. Do you want to know how excited I am for that game? Like, first of all, I'm very, very willing to buy the fucking GBA cartridge. Like, I want to get that. I just bought myself a Game Boy player for my GameCube so that I can actually play that. I can like stream it when it comes
with
out.
Guns.
I want
Gnorcs with guns.
Dude,
Gnorcs with guns. Dude.
I am so excited for Shantae Advance. I love the Shantae series. It's one of my favorites. So like, the idea of buying a Game Boy Advance game in 2024, just oh my god, my brain is exploding. Limited Run like came out here and won E3 in the year that E3 was cancelled. Well done.
I always thought it would be interesting. I thought it would be interesting if they did like a Sonic Mania style thing for like the Pokemon games where it went back to like Game Boy style. But then like I realized, oh, fans already do that.
Yep. I feel like
but that already exists.
I feel like that's kind of what they were trying to do with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but it just didn't really work out.
Controversial opinion because I'm known for doing that on this channel. I kind of liked the style they did with. I didn't like it in the trailer, but like how they ended up doing it in the end.
Yeah.
Was
quite
aesthetically pleasing to me because it's how when I think back to my childhood and how I remember those games looking, it's how I imagined it in my head.
Yeah, I get that. I also kind of liked it myself. But
I can kind of understand that people feel as though they've been cheated out of something because like sometimes, a lot of the times with Pokemon like remasters or remakes, is they will add something new to like keep it up to speed with like the more modern games in the series. But this feels like a one-to-one remake where they didn't add anything, and people feel like cheated out of that. Now, I probably don't feel cheated because I don't play very many modern Pokemon games, so I didn't have that horse in that race.
I have a similar thing because, so, Gen 4, often, like, Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, often get quoted to me as, like, I hear so many people be like, this is the best Pokemon game, like, this is my favorite generation, I grew up with it, blah, 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 blah. I didn't. I genuinely did not like Gen 4 that much when I originally played it. Like, I was a big fan of Gen 3 and earlier stuff, and then when Gen 4 came out, I was like, yeah, I'm so excited, and then I played it, and I just... really didn't vibe with it that much.
Gen
so, like,
2 was definitely my favorite, so it's gonna be interesting because they did like the Kanto remakes for Switch, so it'd be fascinating if they did something for Johto in like the next few years.
I would love that, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, yeah, I didn't have that much love loss for, like, when a Gen 4 remake was coming out. I was like, oh, cool. This is just another way to play a game that I wasn't super hyped on. Maybe I'll find more love for it now. And honestly, I did enjoy playing what little I did play of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I didn't finish it. I think
I was kind of the same way with Gen 3. I never finished the original Ruby and Sapphire, and when I played the remakes, and I tried like very hard to enjoy them. Even with the Latios and Latias like flying bits, I just struggled to get into it. But I just
Yeah, fair enough. Pokemon's a weird series. Like, it is one of the most popular video game like franchises in history, but also like the games are divisive and
so divisive. Like when Violet and whatever the other one was called, Scarlet and Violet came out. Yeah, when Scarlet and Violet came out, like everyone was just like, "Oh, this isn't good enough." Literally, it was unanimous. This is not good enough. We expected more.
I loved Scarlet and Violet. I thought they were so good, but
people were saying that it was like lagging, that there was was like low quality graphics in areas, and
that's 100% true. Like
glitches. They said glitches up the wazoo.
I have an excuse for this. I not the excuse, but like you kind of have to understand something about Game Freak to sort of first of all they're using outdated technology because Nintendo doesn't really allow because bullshit. But two, and I've said this a couple times before, Game Freak up until I want to say the 3DS came out, never made 3D games. All of their games were 2D, and I want to stress this, like, I know you can explore a bunch in Pokemon games, but Pokemon games up until a point were fairly linear. Like, they're not super big explorable games, like you kind of just keep going down hallways. So that's what they knew how to make, and then suddenly they're thrown onto the Nintendo Switch and everyone expects them to be able to make these big, gorgeous looking 3D open world environment games, and the fact of the matter is they just don't really have the fucking resources or know how to do it. They're getting there, they're definitely learning, but it's hard, man. Like, when you are the most popular franchise in existence, and the company who makes the games don't really know how to do it, or they do know how to do it, but you know, it's not what people want. Anyway, that's my thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Here's the question though. How much money would Game Freak make? Game Freak and Nintendo. How much money would they print if they released on PC Pokemon MMO?
They could like fund Pokemon titles for like the next million years. Like,
I feel like, remember when world peace was achieved when Pokemon Go was released and everyone was walking and like getting fit and like everyone was socializing a lot more and everything was just so much better.
It was a great few months,
The Pokemon MMO would be the opposite of that. It would be like the pandemic version 2, where like no one would leave their house, everyone would be tied, like stuck to their chairs. Their skin would fuse to the fibers on their couch.
100%.
That's how bad it would be.
Yes, very much so.
Especially just looking at, just imagine bringing home the Pokemon MMO that first day and just seeing the screen of like Bulbasaur, Cyndaquil, Mudkip. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
I think that would be really cool.
It would be. Hey, we're at the final boss. We're at Nasty Gnorc. We did it. The final boss. Are you doing a bit?
Cares.
Oh.
Cares.
You're a funny person. You do the funny.
See, because at the very beginning, of the game, they were like, "Who's Nasty Gnorc? I'll fill in this one. He is a beta male." Beta male.
He is a cock. And I heard he might be a flat earther. Flat earther? The earth isn't round.
And he gets no bitches. No bitches.
That does it.
Yeah, that would definitely like make me want to turn all of my haters into stone.
Into crystalline entities.
Imagine if you could just crystallize your haters. Imagine. All right. Here's a plot for a new game. All the transphobes on the planet turn into crystal statues, and then Alex Jones has to like run around to 7 different themed worlds and rescue them. How's that sound?
That sounds horrible. I love it.
He's like a little like Mario character just running around.
Who's that fucking arsehole? I can't remember his name. Adam Walsh, that's it. He made a documentary called What is a Woman? I hate him. I hate him.
What is
so
a dragon?
What is him having to go around to all the worlds, and the only way he could open the crystals is if he asked them what a woman is. And they... Oh my god. Oh, fuck that guy. Oh. There he is. He's running away. You can't run away from your cringe 2008 phase, Nasty Gnorc. Your what's on the internet is forever.
JW YouTube is still relevant. Nasty Gnorc is like one of those avatar characters that like crosses his arms and that tells you that feminists are ruining gaming.
Yeah,
he's the
he's an incel.
He's the atheist goblin.
He is a Gnorc. I love the idea.
the atheist Gnorc.
Yes. I love the idea that the monsters were meant to be known as orcs, but like for some reason during the production they just put a G in front of them. GN Gnorcs, sorry. Hey, we beat him.
I was about to make a terrible joke. I'm not going to.
Oh, don't ruin this beautiful moment.
No, I won't. It's incredibly wholesome.
It's so look at the boy. Look at him.
So adorable.
God, I want Spyro 4 to happen. I cannot express it. Toys for Bob, Activision, Microsoft, whoever's listening, whoever's dick I have to suck, please make Spyro 4. And then let Toys for Bob make a Banjo-Kazooie remake. That's all I ask.
The epitome of my childhood.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we're not done yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There's one more level.
Oh, shoot.
There is
The adventure continues.
The adventure continues. There's a fucking... What's-its? Nasty's loot. That's it.
So we really did just, like, speed through the rest of the game.
I mean, kinda. I think our first session was like just over 2 hours, and this has been just over another 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how short these games were.
This game in particular is quite short. The other two have a bit more length to them. But I've just played this game so many fucking times.
Alright. I feel like before the next session I should probably practice a little bit.
It's like, yes, but also because I will just be sitting there silently judging you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just every time I fail, just instinctively reach for the controller.
Just be like, Mitch, you go over there. You go over there. This is over there. It's over there.
But this is my house.
Hang on. Wait a sec. First of all,
and second of all.
Huh. So I've had motion blur turned off for this entire playthrough. This level has turned it back on as standard. I don't understand why.
That's weird.
That is very weird. Okay. Interesting. I've actually been playing, so...
They should remake Cooler World.
Cooler World?
I'll remake Cooler World.
The rolling ball thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I know.
rolling ball is the greatest character on the PS1.
I remember that. I had that on a demo disc when I was really, really young, and
The best game.
and then I found out what it was years later, and I was like, oh my god.
It was actually very cool of demo discs to only show us like the best games on the console.
Yeah,
Because
real,
like
real tight of it.
that was like before we had like online game ratings that would tell
Yeah.
us what games we needed to get.
And then ignore them completely because what the fuck
Ima-
do they know?
Imagine if like Bubsy ended up on one of those demo discs. Imagine how
my
different
God.
life would be.
Oh my god. I own it. I've got a copy of Bubsy 3D sitting on my
Really?
fucking shelf. Yeah, it's I just have it. I think like years ago I was like, yes, I'm gonna play all the Bubsy games on my channel as a joke, and then I played them all and they
Yeah.
were all terrible, and the joke was.
Wait, you played through them?
Oh no, I played like half an hour to an hour of each, and then just gave up because I was like,
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought so
no.
because there's a bit in like apparently the later levels of like Bubsy are just like so frustrating.
yeah, no, I'm not putting myself through that. I have played all of the more recent Bubsy game though. What was it?
Oh, the
Woolly's
claw-
Return. Or...
Yeah, Woolly's Return and like the Fatal. I don't remember.
Claws of,
There were a
Claws
couple of
Fury,
them.
Yeah, I
Claws of
played.
Fury. Two side scrollers, surprisingly.
Yeah, I
But
played
for
through
some
all-
reason, they didn't bring back the 3D platformer, which is what you would like. What I would like.
Yeah, I'd love like if they got a decent team, because they seem to actually want to whoever owns the Bubsy IP now wants to have decent teams make meme games effectively.
Yeah.
If they got a decent enough team to make a 3D Bubsy title, I would play the shit out of it.
Because like the premise of Bubsy, like as like a character that can like jump up and like glide down, that's not like a bad game mechanic. That could actually work if like with the right like like coding and shit.
Yeah, I so many games, like yeah, yes.
Bubsy
I
3D
agree.
really could have been a good game, like genuinely.
It could have been. It was just much like with Croc. It was
Yeah.
in development like long before Mario 64 and other titles were like even on their way out. The only problem
Yeah.
is they didn't have time to refine it. They were like, shit, we just have to get this out. I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I find it fascinating. There's this I don't even know if he's doing it for the meme or if he's like legitimately got like something wrong with him, but there's this
Go on.
guy.
Yeah.
There's this guy who became super obsessed with the idea of like his fan character, which was basically Bubsy as like a really slutty like woman, like
Okay.
anthro character, and
Alright.
it's just like, but like the thing is, so it would be one thing if it was just his weird like personal fetish, but he like got legitimately angry at like the creators of Bubsy for like blocking him and like not acknowledging his version of the character in like a potential reboot.
So what you're saying is this person is very Christian-like.
Yeah, very Christian like,
Yeah,
super
wonderful.
Christian like.
Wonderful. They're multiplying. I have someone who.
Oh, Christian's like. Lucky's not the right word, obviously.
Oh my
but
god, no.
There is,
Jim.
there are so many people that are exactly like Christian, but the thing is that they did not. One, Christian was like one of the early like lolcows where like that because they were discovered first, they were considered more iconic and more like prominent. So like people that were similar didn't just would fly past the radar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and but like I feel like if the same set of circumstances happened to a different person, we'd be getting a completely different but like a very similar history, but with a different person. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally.
Because so many of that, like they like they're not
Just-
unique. Like they're not a unique individual. There's
No.
thousands like them on the internet.
Yeah. Hell, I could be accused of being one of them at times.
Oh, I do not deny. I have
Yeah.
never denied my lolcow status. I do believe that there is a little bit of lolcow in all of us.
Jesus fucking Christ. What a statement. What a thing to say.
No, it's like Aunt May. Remember Aunt May in like Spider-Man 2, which is like, I believe there's a hero in all of us.
There's a little Spider-Man in all of us, Peter. There's not in me.
There's a tiny Spider-Man in us. He tells us to burn things. Is that just me?
I have a secret to tell you, Peter.
I'm Spider-Man.
I'm Spider-Man. It's like, okay, Aunt May.
Imagine if Aunt, she just goes like crazy, like in the middle of Spider-Man 2, and she's just like, I'm Spider-Man. But it's like right before Peter was about to tell her.
It's just like, Doctor. We've made it. This is the best part of the game where you collect all of the purple gems and look at all this. I love these like
love letters.
I can't
imagine.
Yeah, imagination rhymes with devastation. There's nothing
inspirational cats or whatever they're called.
There's nothing standing between you and your goal but a little tiny purple dragon. Knowledge is power to turn dragons to crystal. Patience is for dragons. That's so funny.
Imagine if Aunt May was in the midst of like reciting a dirty limerick, and then the Green Goblin came in like, finish it!
Finish it! There was an old man from Nantucket with a cock so long he could suck it. Finish it! And on that note, hey, we just beat Spyro 1.
Woo!
Woo! Look at the boy.
Cool glasses.
Stick it to the man! Stick it to the man! Cool glasses. He works alone, except when he works with Ronaldo, which is all the time. Dangerous.
You do a fabulous strong bad impression.
He's a secret agent, a crooked cop, a something else, and a celebrity pharmacist. Dangerous. That guy is dangerous. The mighty oak has fallen. If movies have taught me anything, he'll get the girl.
Maybe not.
Stick it to the man. Stick it to the man. Cool glasses.
And on that note, thank you, Game and Chat viewers, for watching us play Spyro the Dragon. If you too have a Spyro the Dragon that you wish to Spyro the Dragon, send it to Spyro the Dragon, forward of Game and Chat at Spyro the Dragon. Good night and happy Spyro to you. I'm going to bed.
The one thing about the Game and Chat viewers is just like,
Ali and Ali's sister, there are two of them.
Good night, everybody.
good night.
And stop recording.